What's going on, veterans? It's JB coming to you live. I am 100% permanent total Navy Desert Storm veteran. And today we're going to kind of piggyback off yesterday's video. We talked about theories of service connection, how some veterans are filing direct when they should filing secondary, or they're filing secondary when they should be filing direct. So let's go ahead and talk about the next thing about service connections. Because no matter if you are doing a supplemental claim to correct a disagreement with the decision, you still need to satisfy all elements of service connection. So we're just gonna dive into element number one, how to satisfy element number one. I'm jamming out to some nice jazz. I hope you guys enjoying the music, but I'm getting ready to turn it down so we can get right into it. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification button as well, so you'll be notified for new videos that are coming out. So we're going to talk about element number one, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, like I said, we talked about theories of service connection and how to get it correctly. We're going to talk about element number one, satisfying the current disability requirement, according to Title 38, Part 4. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to train you on hearsay. I'm not going to train you on hearsay from a lawyer, VSO, DAV, whatever, VFWs, whatever that are out there, veterans advocate. I'm going to teach you according to Title 38, Part 4. That is the Code of Federal Regulations. We're not talking about anything else other than Title 38, Part 4. I don't care what other source you're looking at, what other guru you're looking at. I don't teach on nothing but the law, okay? So, to satisfy the current disability requirement, which is element number one of all three of the service connection requirements, is exist when filing or pending. Your current diagnosis has to exist when you're making the claim, when you're filing, when you're faxing over to Janesville, Wisconsin, or it's in a pending adjudication. Current diagnosis. I'm going to keep saying it. Current diagnosis. If I get you on the phone and I ask you, do you have a current diagnosis for migraines, and you're trying to do a secondary claim, what are you waiting on? Get on the phone with My Healthy Vet, do the myhealthyvet.com, send a secure message. Hey doc, I need to be seen for migraines. Whatever you're claiming, it needs to exist when you're filing or it's pending in adjudication at your local regional office. The office of jurisdiction will be in that area. Your diagnosis is near contemporaneous. Dated approximately 1 year prior to the date of the claim being submitted. I'll repeat this. Your diagnosis has to be near contemporaneous. Wow, I said that word. I couldn't believe that. Dated approximately within 1 year prior to the date of the claim being submitted. So let's say today, January 25th, you're submitting, I hope it's January 25th of 2022 of the recording of the video. If you're going to fax this off to Janesville, Wisconsin, that's the intake center, Janesville, Wisconsin, whatever application or wherever you're faxing it to, you better have a diagnosis, a current diagnosis within 12 months of this date. Unless you want a denial. I'm going to repeat this one more time. To satisfy the current disability requirement or diagnosis requirement, let me erase that so you I don't want to confuse you. This is not a video of confusion. This is a video of just getting clarity on a complex disability claim. This is very complex, so I want you to know diagnosis. Satisfying the current diagnosis requirement. This is according to the adjudication manual. Adjudication manual is the manual that the rating officers, the VSRs, are using to make a decision or determination to kick it up to quality control and cut you a check in the next 30 days. They have to have everything right within that 30 days. So, if you don't have a current diagnosis, I don't care if it's sinusitis, you're trying to connect, rhinitis, whatever it is, and you're trying to do it as a secondary, anxiety, which is a mental health, you better have a current diagnosis in the last 12 months before you fax it into Janesville. If you don't have one, I want you to stop right now and send a secure message while you're watching this YouTube. to My Healthy Vet if you are using the VA for healthcare. If you're not using the VA for healthcare, you need to be sending an email to your private care physician right now. If you know you're going to do a telephone consultation with me, and you know you need to have a high value claim, some of you veterans don't even have a 30% service connection. You got kids at home, ladies and gentlemen, you're not getting compensated for your dependents. You're sitting there 10 and 20% and taking it on the chin. How long are you going to continue to donate your money? I said it correctly. Donate your money back to the VA or back to the federal government. Let me tell you something about taxation. If you don't pay your taxes, there's penalties and interest on top of the money that you owe, and the federal government's not going to waive it for you. So why should you give the federal government all your extra hard-earned money? You wore the uniform of the greatest country in the world. You were big and bad at 19. How come you are a wimp at 45? And believe me, I'm calling you a wimp for a reason, because you're taking it on the chin. Oh, I'm going to just wait a few years to file. Or I'm going to just take what they got because I'm working every day. I don't really need the money. You're lying to yourself. You're giving yourself a way out. And I don't know about you, but the average retirement check, Social Security, ain't but $1,500 a month. The average 401k balance is $100,000 or less. You're not going to have an unfair advantage like most veterans who are taking advantage of New Life veterans. Don't you want an unfair advantage financially? You are injured. You're hurt. Just follow the rules. I'm going to teach you Title 38 Part 4 every time I go live on video. Every time I'm inside the Facebook group, New Life Veterans. We have a private group. We have about 1,000 veterans inside. We're teaching nothing but the law. We having results. We just got somebody at 80% just this week. Went from 0 to 80. Last week we had somebody go in from 10% to 70%. Just last week. We got a lot of success stories because we are following Title 38 Part 4. If you're trying to file something brand new, if you're at 70% and you're trying to get to 100, you know you need to satisfy the current diagnosis requirement. What is it? I'll go over it one more time for you. It must exist when filing your claim or is pending adjudication. Simple as that. My question to you is, why would you wait till it's been filed and it's pending adjudication and now you go get a disability? You still got to submit that more paperwork back to the VA. The less paperwork you got to keep on sending, the better your claim is going to look. Why stop the process? They're getting ready to make a decision. They're getting ready to make an 80% decision. An 80% decision on you or 100%, and you fail to do element number 1. Sad. Stop being lazy. Diagnosis is near contemporaneous. You got to ask yourself, do I have a diagnosis within the last 12 months? You got to ask yourself, am I seeing a doctor in the last 12 months? If you haven't been sick, let's talk about the philosophy of the VA. If you're trying to make a claim, ladies and gentlemen, for something you're not even complaining about, how is it you expect the VA to cut you a check and you haven't told nobody that your migraines are 3 times a week? You haven't told no one you have to turn the lights off, turn the TV off, get too quiet to yourself, turn the music off, and you having it 3 times a week. You haven't told no one that you missed work, you were late for work because you had migraines. You haven't told anyone that your wife said that you are not breathing properly when you sleep. But sleep, you haven't once went to a sleep study overnight, but you want to say you got sleep apnea. You're not a doctor. You say you got sleep apnea. Oh, I snore. Snoring is not sleep apnea. Snoring is snoring. Sleep apnea is something where you're losing your breath while you sleep. That's why you got to have an airway device to go through your nose or mouth to help you breathe properly, unless you're going to have an enlarged heart or you're going to exacerbate diabetes. You might exacerbate death while you're in sleep, but you got to go get your diagnosis. Stop playing. Sleep apnea. You got knee problems. You got, oh, my knee, on my right knee is service connected, and now it's affecting my left knee. Well, have you told anybody about your left knee? Have you went and got a left knee examination? Have you got a MRI done, an X-ray done? Your back is hurting now, and now that you got service connected for bilateral knees, and now your back is hurting, and you walking like this, but you haven't told anybody. These are the problems I'm seeing. I'm not here to make fun of you, ladies and gentlemen. These are the problems I'm seeing when I'm doing the consultations over the phone. You're too chicken to tell someone. Why? You got to satisfy element number 1. Stop donating tax-free smart money. You got a smart watch, you got a smart TV, you got a smartphone, but you getting dumb money. I'll say that one more time. How long are you going to continue to buy these gadgets or these liabilities when you can buy an asset, New Life Veterans, New Life Insider program, that can give you a return of investment of a big back paycheck and monthly tax-free money that's adjusted to inflation every January you're getting a raise? You get property tax-free if you're 100% permanent total no matter where you go and live? Come on, man. Are you too good for the extra income? Go look at the average senior citizen right now and see how they're living. Do you want what they want? You're injured. You have an unfair advantage. Go get your diagnosis, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, please like the video, comment, subscribe, get notifications, because we're going to bring the heat when it comes to VA disability. Thank you so much for watching. And if you need a consultation, go to newlifeveterans.com. That's spelled N-U, not N-E-W. N-U-L-I-F-E, veterans.com. Talk to you soon. God bless.